Former American President Donald Trump has sparked global outrage with his proposal that the United States could take over the Gaza Strip and relocate Palestinians elsewhere to live in peace and harmony. The statement has been met with sharp criticism from world leaders, human rights organizations, and political analysts, who argue that such a move would violate international law and further escalate tensions in the region. Despite the backlash, Trump doubled down on his stance, insisting on Wednesday that everybody loves his proposal. Critics argue that Trump's remarks ignore the historical and political complexities of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, dismissing the right of Palestinians to remain in their homeland. Many see the proposal as an extension of past American policies that have prioritized Israeli interests while undermining Palestinian sovereignty. Analysts also warn that forcibly displacing an entire population would amount to ethnic cleansing, drawing parallels to past controversial geopolitical interventions. The proposal has further strained American relations with key allies in the Middle East and Europe, who have strongly condemned any forced removal of Palestinians from Gaza. Following the backlash, top American officials sought to downplay Trump's remarks. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt stated that the president was calling for a temporary relocation of Palestinians from Gaza, not a permanent displacement. Secretary of State Marco Rubio described the proposal as a generous move aimed at rebuilding the region, insisting it was not meant as hostile. Trump's Middle East envoy Steve Witkoff clarified that the president does not intend to send American troops into Gaza. According to Republican Senator Josh Hawley, Witkoff emphasized that Trump doesn't want to put any troops into Gaza and doesn't want to spend American money on Gaza. However, Witkoff did not retract the idea of displacing Gaza's population. Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas firmly rejected Trump's proposal, reaffirming that Gaza is an integral part of the state of Palestine and we will not allow the rights of our people to be infringed upon. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres warned against any form of ethnic cleansing, emphasizing that any lasting peace must be based on a tangible, irreversible, and permanent two-state solution, with Gaza as part of an independent Palestinian state. The United Nations further stated that forcible deportation from occupied territory is strictly prohibited under international law. Trump's proposal has been widely condemned by international leaders, with strong opposition from key global powers. The European Union reaffirmed that Gaza is an integral part of a future Palestinian state and reiterated its full commitment to a two-state solution. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer emphasized that Palestinians must be allowed to rebuild their land without external interference. Similarly, Germany's Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock stated that any forced expulsion of Palestinians from Gaza would be unacceptable and contrary to international law. Meanwhile, leaders from the Middle East also rejected the proposal outright. Saudi Arabia's foreign ministry strongly opposed any attempts to displace Palestinians from their land, reinforcing its long-standing support for Palestinian sovereignty. Egyptian Foreign Minister Badr Abdelati echoed this sentiment, backing efforts for Gaza's reconstruction, but making it clear that his country opposes any relocation of Palestinians. Human Rights Watch described Trump's proposal as a moral abomination. Amnesty International condemned it as a flagrant violation of international law and warned that forcible deportation of Palestinians would constitute a war crime and potentially a crime against humanity. The rights group further criticized the America for providing weapons used in Israeli attacks on Gaza. House Speaker Mike Johnson welcomed Trump's plan, claiming it could contribute to lasting peace in Gaza. Senator Rand Paul opposed the idea, arguing that the America should not get involved in yet another occupation that would waste resources and endanger American lives. Some Israeli hardliners expressed support for Trump's comments. Former National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir stated that encouraging Palestinians to leave Gaza was the only way to end the war, urging the Israeli government to act immediately. Meanwhile, Israel's Foreign Minister Gideon Sa'ar announced that Israel would follow the America in ending cooperation with the United Nations' Human Rights Council, a move Trump had initiated a day earlier. On the ground, Palestinians have outright rejected Trump's suggestion. Saeed Abu Eleish, who lost multiple family members in Israeli airstrikes and now lives in a tent, stated, "We categorically reject and will resist any plans to deport and transfer us from our land." Mustafa al-Ghazzar, an 80-year-old Palestinian refugee from 1948, echoed the sentiment. "You think you'll expel me and bring others in my place? I would rather live in my tent, under rubble. I won't leave." Despite the devastation, thousands of displaced Palestinians have rushed to return to their homes, even if destroyed. The humanitarian crisis in Gaza remains severe. In addition to his Gaza proposal, Trump has revived his maximum pressure campaign against Iran, reinstating sanctions over its nuclear program. However, he also called for a verified peace agreement that would allow Iran to peacefully grow and prosper.